Hello everyone, Moose Torrent here, and today I'm using the Immolation Tinder. This is actually a really good weapon. The damage is very high, and it's unique in that it is a halberd, but you can also cast spells with it. So it gets a D scaling in strength, a C in dex, and an A in intelligence. I have 30 vigor, 24 attunement, 22 endurance, 18 strength and dexterity just to hit the requirement there, and the 50 intelligence. So I have quite a deal of fire damage. Looks like 262 fire damage, and the rest, the 206 plus 79, is physical, giving me a total of 547. So that's nothing to laugh at. It does weigh 10 pounds, so there's that. But overall, I mean, you could put even more points into strength or dex. See, if I had 5 more strength, I'd be doing 563, and with 5 more dex, I'd have 562. So a high-level build is going to really utilize this thing quite effectively. Oh, and the spell buff is even good. We have 198 spell buff, compared to the Sorcerer Staff plus 10 with 202 and Court Sorcerer Staff with 202. So that's only 4 points off of those. So really not bad at all, even in terms of the spell damage. 1. In my left hand, I have the Scholar's Candlestick to boost the spell damage. I have Elite Knight Helm, Sorcerer Robe, Leather Gauntlets, and Lothric Knight Leggings. If you're wondering, the Sorcerer Robe hood will go over the Elite Knight Helm and the Executioner Helm and the Blindfold. There might be one more. Oh, well, obviously the Sorcerer Hood. Ring of Favor, Chloranthy Ring, Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, and Scholar Ring are the rings of choice for this build. Let's get started with the PvP.
Hello.
Looks like we're going up against the Lucerne. Wow, I didn't hit him at all there. I thought for sure I was going to get something. There's that L2. The old fire crotch. And a bunch of fair and flash swords. Kind of scared him away a little bit there. Ooh, close match, and good game, sir. Looks like our opponent has the Flamberge. I don't know why you'd give it a dark buff, but probably not going for bleed in this case. I can't parry it, the spell. At least not with that shield. There are some shields you can do it with. Love that L2 attack. If you don't use it from far range, it's actually surprisingly good. Our opponent has a wizard's hat, but a warrior's sword. That can only mean one thing. I got nothing, actually. I don't know what that means. He likes to parry, you know that. Thankfully no Hornet's Ring. That would have been pretty bad. See if we can come back from that massive parry. Got him with a lot of fair and flash swords there. Oh, another parry. This guy just knows Knows his timing. Looks like we're going against a Faith caster. Oh wow, that was bad timing for that lightning spear. As was that. I'm trying to line myself up. Oh my gosh. I think our opponent has the Smoldering Iron. This is going to be a great matchup. Fire on fire. Onion versus not onion. Item for 69 damage. And he ironed me with that Smoldering Iron, so now I cannot use my Estus. But you guys know, I'm all about healing during a duel, so that is really going to affect me. I think that is a pretty cool effect, though. Because people sometimes will heal on you. And I like that there's a weapon that prevents it, as well as the item. A lot of misses here. And then we traded hits. Oh my gosh. The accidental backstab for the win. I believe our opponent has a katana. No. That is Goddard's tryhards. You don't have to try hard to avoid the spells. All you have to do is strafe to the left, or the right. You have to try very hard to beat the Goddard's tryhards, because they are so good. Looks like our opponent has taken... I was not trying to do that. He's taken the Sacred Oath. So he's definitely got a Faith build. I see the Sword Spear. So it's Intelligence versus Faith. Although I never really liked that they called it Faith. So that implies you believe in something, like without necessarily proof of it existing. And the Faith spells obviously do something in the game. It's not like you just believe in them and hope they work. That's twice he's done that to me. Good game, sir. Wow, how much health do I have? I'm gonna check. 3 hit points. Now I gotta bow again for the transition. Looks like we're going up against a dragon with the Warden Twin Blades. And for some reason, Pontiff Scythe. He's not using Carthus Rouge, which I must say I respect immensely. Would have been nice if he didn't die right away, though. I don't believe it. We actually have a mirror match, at least in terms of weapons. We have different spell use, looks like. Oh, man! So close. I thought for sure I was going to blast him with that weapon art. Got him with that Farron dart. Right in the knee. I like this guy's fashion souls. I always thought the cleric's, whatever it's called, was better for a mage. Our Wow, our opponent might be doing a Hodrick cosplay. Can't tell if that's a Flamberge or not, though. And he was strafing to the side. So naturally, we are unable to hit him with spells. Traded hits there, got some pretty decent damage with my weapon art. The old L2. He stomped his way through that attack. Still took damage, but he was not poise broke or hyper armor broke. It was really awkward. Hey, but it worked. Our opponent has Artorias' Greatsword. No, that's Farron's Greatsword. Or the Farron Greatsword. Nearly nipped him at the end of his attack there. He has more hyper armor than we. Not there, though. Our opponent has a axe, I believe battle axe. Really cool, because you don't see that all too often. He knows how to dodge spells. I was gonna say he had some crazy hyper armor there, but no, that's just lag. Oh man, so much lag. I believe our opponent has a katana. Now a greatsword. His strafing ability is strong. Nailed him with that jumping R2. He nailed me with the running attack. Then we're trading hits. He gave me the old throwing knife. That was a pretty large miss. He's going with that throwing knife again. Both just running around. Our opponent gives us a nice little greeting. He has a Zweihander. Blasted him with that opening barrage. He's gonna be mad now. Got that hyper armor. And he's flaming mad. I wish that hit him right when I said flaming mad. That would have been perfect. Looks like we're going against the Onion Bro hat. He has a dagger of some sort. Got that firebomb. A near miss on our spell action. Wow, he tried to block with the dagger. Did 204 damage. 209 there with the L2. Wonder what dagger he's got. Dear God, I hope that's not Handmaiden's dagger. I think it might be, because it looks so small. I feel bad just slaughtering this poor Handmaiden's dagger user. 1. This is Moose Torrent, and I'll be back with another video for you guys shortly.